Hey, 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 hey. What's happening? What's going on? You know who it is. Coach Jack Daniels at the Boxers Trainers Channel. What's happening? Look, man, today, as is the case with most days, you know what I'm saying, when you see me, it's about boxing. It's always about boxing, right? With me, in particularly, right? I'm motivated behind boxing to live, to get up in the morning, right? To make a day of thing, right? It's commiserate with being about boxing. You know what I mean? Now, I can go on and on. You know, they talk about how much I love boxing. What good would that do? You know what I mean? Until you guys really understand that I'm one of the selective few that live for boxing, it's gonna be hard to really understand where I'm coming from. But that's okay. Y'all, you should just follow on. But anyway, what is there to talk about in boxing? That's interesting. That's interesting, right? A lot of these chats come on the podcasts, right? And they have these different narratives about who's doing what and why and how, right? But at the end of the day, does that satisfy the curiosity of those that views in to listen to those cats in these podcasts, in these boxing podcasts, right? I don't know. Because I don't really, you know what I'm saying, like monitor other podcasts. I don't. I'm not into that, right? I live for Jack Daniels and the Boxers Trainers Channel, and I try, you know, my hardest to deliver the type of message necessary for those that really don't know the fundamentals of boxing. I try to deliver the message for them so that they can become just as appreciative toward boxers than I am. Now, a very interesting thing came to mind today in regards to boxing. And basically, it's a lot of stuff that's going on that really rubs me the wrong way. Particularly when a fighter acquires a belt, a championship belt, right? I expect him to be the first one up in the morning trying to find a competitive partner to get in the ring with to defend my belt against. You know what I mean? So and the reason why I bring this to the table is this. Most of these cats with these belts, right? They don't really appreciate them the way that I would appreciate it, or cats like Torrance Blood Crawford, Devin the Dream Hamey, and Usa, Ulando, let's just say Usyk, right? I can't pronounce his first name. But these cats really appreciate the gravity associated with all the hard work necessary to become a champion. They understand that. They appreciate that, right? And it doesn't stop right there. They want to defend their belts, right? These are elite style type boxers, right? In the sense that they get it. You know what I mean? They took the responsibility of being a championship fighter, right? And I say take the responsibility because you got to put some responsibility in to get up every morning, every day, repetitiously, and train. I mean, you got to train your ass off to become a champion, right? And I say that because it becomes a offense to me that these cats get these belts, right? And they literally hold them hostage. Listen, hold them hostage. For instance, Rolando Rory Romero has been called up to unify the division against Devin Haney, right, at 147. Now, Rolando Rory Romero is the WBA welterweight champion of the world. Devin Haney is the WBO welterweight champion of the world. Devin Haney wants to unify. Rolando Rory Romero does not want to unify. Rory Romero was trying to initiate a fight with um, Manny Pacquiao, right? Now, I don't even try to contend like that was okay with me for him to skip over Devin Haney and fight Manny Pacquiao, right? It may be a good fight, but I just don't see Rolando Romero as being a good boxer, a good fighter, right? I mean, I just don't see him getting in the ring with a cat like Manny Pacquiao or Devin Haney and win, right? So why wouldn't he take the challenge and get a big payday, mind you? You're gonna get a big payday with Manny Pacquiao as well, but Manny Pacquiao is an older cat, man, right? And the boxing community wants to see the best fights, the fights that are going to have a lasting impact on one's memory. You know what I mean? We have to ask ourselves, would we get that type of fight from Rolando Romero and Manny Pacquiao? No, I don't think. I'm going to say this on the record. I think that um, Rory Romero got lucky the day that he whooped Ronnie Garcia. Right. I actually think that Ryan Garcia, as much as I hate to say this, because I really don't care for Ryan Garcia, is a better boxer than he displayed the day that he allowed Rolando Romero to hit him with a devastating hook. The same type of hook that uh, Rory Romero used on Ryan Garcia was the same hook that that Ryan Garcia used on Devin Haney. Asterisks on that, right? Based on the fact that um, Ryan Garcia was full of Austrian during that fight. So, but that's here and there. We're trying to get to the point in this conversation where we acknowledge that there's too much bull crap going on with these belts. And unless somebody stepped up to the plate, sanctioning body, a turkey out of sheet, somebody of respect steps up to the table and stop these captains from holding these belts hostage. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we need to start considering that because this don't make no sense to me. You can't win the belt and hold it hostage. You got to defend the belt. You know what I mean? And you got to defend the belt. So I would like for the sanctioning bodies to start getting involved with these type of matters, man, because they get paid a great deal of money for being sanctioned bodies. But what are they putting back into the sport that makes the sport the way we want it to be great? What is hey man, the sanctioned body sits on their hands when it comes to stuff like this, man. This is crazy. Devin Haney wants to fight Rory Romero. Rory Romero don't want to fight Devin Haney, and I think somewhere in the particulars in the sanctioned body's rules that Devin Haney actually has a shot over Rory Romero's mandatory, right? I mean, there is some variables involved with that, but if memory serves me correctly, I think that it comes down to the sanctioned body, whether the sanctioned body um, wants to do the right thing, right, and make those two champions fight one another, unify the belts. Man, at the end of the day or night, boxing is about unifying them belts, right? When you start talking about unifying the belts, you have to start considering, based on these type of matters, is whether there is too many belts. Because if you had one sanctioning body making all the rules, right? Different sanctioning bodies have different rules, right? I mean, different sanctioning bodies have different rules, right? I mean, and with that type of thought process, right, it gives the belt holder the the opportunity to play games. To play games. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's gameplay, man. Dudes, them don't, especially Rory Romero, and let me add to the 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 the, the stability of the conversation in a second. Richardson Hitchins is the same way. He don't want to give up off that belt, man. You know what I mean? He don't want to get off the belt. It's a lot of these, man. This conversation could go on and on and on. It could go. I mean, it could go on and on and on because a lot of these dudes, I'm gonna say it again, got these belts right for the sole purpose of saying, I hold the belt. I'm a world champion, right? Instead of talking about who he's gonna defend that belt against, you're not gonna hear that. So my thing is this, man. We gotta we gotta somehow get these sanctioned bodies to do their jobs, man. To get us the best fights, especially when it comes to unifications, championship unifications. What y'all think about that, man? As you know, this is a um, phone chat. And I'm gonna have to start finding a way to get you guys. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. You don't want to debate. You don't want to talk about the particulars involved, but you want to say you're great fans. Are you? Anyway, man, I'm gonna cut this short. All right, cause I don't think that you, the listeners, are on the same page as I am when it comes to this boxing. No disrespect to gentlemen, that's a fact. Anyway, hit that subscription button, hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and give me y'all's opinion on: do you think that these cats is holding them belts hostage? That being said, I'm gone, man.